Let me just add, we have a revolutionary spirit, theoretically, in Iran today, in the Green Movement. You may have read that there is such a thing as a Green Movement there, led by a couple of elder statesmen, if you will, of the earlier revolution. But it has no effective leadership. And there is a sentiment abroad in the rank and file, I think, of most Iranians today in Tehran. We've had the revolution. We don't want another one. They're not inclined to another spout of violence that they said they experienced during the time of the revolution in 1979. Also, there is no evidence, at least in my view, despite what Ken may say, of effective leadership. I mentioned the leadership of those two dowagers. That's the wrong term, but it applies. There is no effective leadership that would rally particularly the young people of Tehran, which has spawned revolutions in the past, but I'm not aware, from what I've seen and read, that there is today any effective leadership available to lead any kind of revolt. I've got to add a footnote to what's just been said, because I support virtually all of it. The press yesterday reporting on Secretary of Defense Panetta's travels through the region has just been to Tel Aviv and Jerusalem, I think, as well. And there he has, of course, counseled against any attack at this point by Iran on the nuclear facilities that the Iranians are building. He quoted, or the article quoted, a senior Israeli general or a military leader saying that a military strike on Iran's nuclear effort was, quote, far from Israel's preferred option. I'm glad to hear that. I was glad to read that, and I've got it in quotations here. He went on to say, this Israeli military figure went on to say that there are tools and methods that are far more effective in dealing with that challenge. And I quote, in that context, from something that came across my desk yesterday, someone named from Cyrus Farivar, who said, the Islamic Republic, this is an Iranian source, government source, was ready to, quote, reciprocate a cyber attack by the United States or its allies. That kind of loose talk doesn't help, but it raises the question of cyber warfare, of which most of you are total expertise. I have none of that, but I suspect that cyber warfare, not warfare, the cyber situation is going to be a leading issue in the lives that you are going to be leading in the future. And I don't understand it at all. And I'm glad to know that Ken does.
Gentlemen, we are out of time this morning. I can't imagine a more thought-provoking or interesting way to spend an hour and a half on a Wednesday morning. Thank you both so much. On behalf of the Foundation, I'd like to give you a commemorative gift here. Thank you very much.
I trust you know, I've read that the Iranian Navy is considering patrols along our eastern coast. I don't think that's likely to happen, but the kind of loose talk, unfortunately, that we hear from that quarter. I'm an old Navy man myself, and I don't think we need to worry too much about those patrols.
Ambassador, Mr. Timmerman, thank you so much. Joan, as always, outstanding job. And Joan, your gift falls in the same category as Patrick's. We just consider you one of us.